Red 2 standing by, all 4 lit and in the green. Welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey, and guess who forgot to trigger the flag for Tostarena Town? Now, we do have to do a lot of defrosting, but we will have a lot of moons. There was one more thing I realized I wanted to do. We can buy the boxer shorts. 1,000 coins for boxer shorts. And just for a little while, Mario is going to run around in his underwear and a sombrero. Presumably there was a wild party somewhere along the way. So this is the result of what happens in Western Land. Mario is freezing cold with a sombrero and his boxers and wondering what happened. Up we go here, and we might be able to find a few things. Where is it? There it is. This little bit here. Another hidden moon. So we've obviously found more than we needed to progress to the next area, but we're not going to worry about actually traveling. We're going to do the story mode. I will get around to it. I'm just doing as much of it in my own way as I can. And if you want to take the easy way, you can do that. Don't know why we need the cutscene each time. But might as well get that and a few coins along the way. That worked, that was stylish. Probably not going to clean out the entire area at this point. There's a lot of exploration to do, and we still haven't made it over to the furthest reaches. I'm right here, so I won't stuff around on this one anyway. Let's go in and do our 8-bit section. And we'll have a boss fight coming up. Okay, so if we don't have a matching outfit, we end up as regular Mario. Now, do I go this way? Because I know there are purple coins. Ah, yeah, down here. Grab our purple coins. Whoa! And jump. Jump. Well, that didn't work. This does. Yeah, you can only use the control stick. You can't use the... Yep, thought there was a hidden moon in there. So, we've made it to the top of the tower. Tostarena Ruins, round tower. And there is our first story mode moon after stuffing around. And Mario is half naked. So this will activate the path to the ruins on that distant island. Moon shards in the sand, but I don't want to go out there just yet. Since I've established a warp point, I've got my hat, we can jump and head out this way. There is a car that has been frozen. I got a customer waiting for it, but from the looks of this mess, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Brrr. Oh yes, there is a thing here. And we frightened a sheep and found a moon. So, where is the sheep? Where is the sheep pen anyway? Oh, right, there's someone who tells you about the action guide regardless. So, there's a giant thing here. With a multi-moon in it. We just can't get to it. Now, the sheep we have to herd around and try and get them to their pen, which I think is over that hill. So it's going to be a lot of fooling around, as I said. We're going to chase some sheep wearing sombreros. We can't possess the sheep. We can't knock the sombreros off the sheep. We can wind up sending them off cliffs, though. Where is that pen? Over there. Run on in. Okay, so how many do you have? So we've got one of them. You know that you've got all of them when you get the moon. So there's an... I think we just have to find the 3 of them. Does this dialogue change? Alright, so I need to find one more sheep. How tricky will it be? Wandering the desert in nothing but my underwear looking for a sheep. I'm fairly certain there are some disingenuous jokes about New Zealanders I can make here. But they've probably got just as many disingenuous jokes they can make about Australians. They'd probably point out that Australia is the one that is known for essentially kickstarting its economy on the sheep's back. Which is true, the wool industry was very, very big in Australia. The Merino breed is probably one of the most famous in the world, and we did have a significant portion of sheep farms through the 1800s. Where is it? I will find it eventually. But yeah, wool was a very big industry for Australia early on. A bit of farming, a bit of agriculture. Oh, there it is. Well, agriculture would have been very, very difficult for a long time. But fortunately, they were able to set sheep farming up. But then you realise that, yeah, Indigenous Australians sort of knew how to handle the land. They'd been doing it for ages. They knew how to balance the ecosystem, how to use farming as a tool, and essentially fire as a tool as well. They were very, very skilled with land management. Is that another... Is that an entirely different bird, or is that just the one I've... Is that a different bird? Run out here. If I can just get... Missed. Is that the same bird, or is this a different bird? Oh well, guess I'm not finding out. If I'd stuck the landing, I might have been able to. But we can go in here and find a couple more moons out at the northwest reaches. Control your bullet bills. And we will wind up picking up some secrets. If we go this way, what is around this way? Oh, I can't jump on them when I'm... That's annoying. I can't jump on them when I'm actually trying to. But now we can make our way back. If you screw up...
You must die!
So, we navigate our way through the poison. What's around there? There's obviously something around here. Bullet bills have slightly iffy handling. Oh, that made me scared. Well, there's our bonus moon. Whoops, didn't mean for that, but we can make our way past the various obstacles. This is kind of like a slightly more frightening version of Bubble Breeze Galaxy in Super Mario Galaxy. Those really daunting trial galaxies. Don't crash. Oh, we did make it to the end. I thought there was a little bit more to go, but we're safe. We're all good. We can come out here and there's even a scarecrow. Drat, I didn't do the scarecrow things in the Cascade Kingdom. I could have done those. Ah. That's going to annoy me a little bit. Now, there is another secret I can get. I could wait for the bird, but I'm pretty sure I got it. Now, if we head out this way, I'm pretty sure there is something we can do. There is a little pathway we can find. I could not have braked any better. There it is. That little notch will lead us to a couple more moons. And it also introduces us to an enemy that we are supposed to be meeting as part of the story. So this is the Moai. They move slowly when they have their shades on. They can't jump. But they will show you where the path is. Basically, use their guidance and make it through difficult areas. Now, where is it? Oh no, hang on. I remember what it is now. Is it in the first area? Might be in the first area. Yep, there is a... They mentioned the skull sign in this area. That was the thing that Talkatoo told us about. Skull sign in the transparent maze. Basically, we can... Oh, I did wind up making it safely, but yeah, we can essentially use our... We can use our cap to get certain moons or coins from throwing Cappy on top of different things. And somehow I got out of there nice and cleanly. Okay. That done, let's actually go here. Let's start making progress. So, these things will launch Cappy. I wasn't supposed to do that. So those will clear blocks nearby. But we will need to work with the different platforms. Right, so that's falling there. They stay there. We have to clear this. And some of these generators can activate each other. So be particularly careful. But we don't really need to keep riding this, as far as I know, unless we want those coins out there. Drop down, and we will need to use the Moais in this area to navigate different locations and collect things like our purple coins. You have to try not to fall into the purple goo as well. So that is still very much death. Okay, that goes up here. You can also tell some things based on where the birds are. And you can do stuff like this. There is actually not... Damn it. I genuinely thought there would have been something up there. Suppose I better get this guy. Please lend me a hand. Whoops. But yeah, the nods to the Easter Island statues, they've done a fair bit of homaging Super Mario Land in recent years, which is really nice. I love the fact that they had the homages to Mario Land in Mario Kart World, because they actually had a remix of the music, and they also had the modifications to Desert Hills, whereby it was replaced by some of the obstacles in Desert Hills, because it was originally Super Mario Bros. 3 inspired, but they wound up making it Super Mario Land inspired and sort of more connected to Daisy in a way. Which I really, really like, because as I said, Super Mario Land is a fairly simple game. It's not that hard to... It's not super hard to beat. But it did the job for the Game Boy. It gave us a pretty good adventure in all fairness. And it showed that, yeah, you could get the Mario games onto the handheld. I really like playing it. I did wind up clearing it again for the sake of it last year. And, yeah, just a good bit of fun. Plus, it has that slightly weird feel to it. Just that little bit offbeat. That just feels so distinct, so clever. Sarasaland is an interesting place, and I really do wish that we had a bit more to it. All right. So, I don't remember the help thing up there. Give me a moment. Options. How do I turn that bit off? Okay, so we've got some things. But yeah, there are lots of moons here. We've got our capture list. Interesting, we're still missing a few. Huh. Oh well. Oh, we do get a cactus. So there's a pretty big list. No souvenirs. But how do I turn off sort of the little story guide options? I think I've found pretty much everything I can. Just off the top of my head. I do need to clear some of the story stuff, so I think we'll start to wrap things up by going to actually scale the pyramid. So let's head on inside the inverted pyramid and see what we can discover. We might get a few power moons along the way. We might not, who knows? Now I can't remember exactly where he was, but there is a guy frozen in the ice with a... Maybe it's by the town? I do just want to actually find it briefly. Is it out near the start? Ah, yeah, this guy. You can see this guy panicking. Oh, no, 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 no! That guy owes me money! Yeah. In the words of Groucho Marx, I believe it's attributed to Groucho Marx anyway, never lend people money, it gives them amnesia. Alrighty, in we go to our pyramid. What are we going to find? So, this guy has something important to say. I saw a weird couple go into the pyramid. I think they're going to see our celebrated binding band. Maybe we need the binding blade. Wouldn't mind playing that, but it does need a bit of a polish. Inside the inverted pyramid. Cruise around steadily. Over we go. We do have quite a few secrets to find along the way. We have some gravity tricks too. So, you see where the pyramid arrows are pointing? So that changes our gravity and lets us dodge the bullet bills. We've got some nice mechanics akin to... Ooh, that is a long way down. Akin to Super Mario Galaxy. Don't screw up our jumps here. Now, I don't know if there are any purple coins around here. But we can quickly head outside. And we are still upside down. Oh well, that Goomba gets to live. But if we sneak around here, more coins and... we also wind up getting a hidden power moon. There's always plenty of detail. Secret of the inverted mural. And we needed 16. We have nearly twice that. In we go into the pyramid's upper section. Now this bit stumped me for a while. It was a pain trying to find those purple coins. So we are going to need the bullet bills here. I don't think there's anything else. Nope, nothing else in the area. Now, we do have to be very clever here. Because if we ride this little conveyor belt, we wind up getting a treasure room with another moon in it. There are so many interesting little things to explore, and I love that. This is the sort of stuff I was talking about when I said why I like Odyssey so much. It's so creative. It feels so interesting. Even if the moons are in many ways easy to find, there's something in every area. Now, no, maybe you have to do it in a sort of diagonal. Yeah, I'm not sure how you're supposed to do that one, but oh well. We can go up here and we can wrap up the episode with a fight. I think there are also purple coins up here too. And a moon to be had on the tail of the Jaxi. Maybe the birds are meant to draw your attention to it. So if I head here, yeah, there are purple coins here. Well, we've done pretty well as far as getting the purple coins goes. The only spot without a statue, so you do have to... I think you do have to summon a Jaxi up here. Now, if I was stupid... Because there's not a warp point here, is there? There's not a warp point here yet. Let's at least do the boss fight like I'm supposed to. And maybe there'll be a warp point up here at some point. And it's these guys again. Looking for the binding band, chumps? Too bad, the boss has it now. And you guys ain't invited to the wedding. So this is Harriet. Harriet will throw bombs at us. And we have to line up our shots, which I'm not very good at. You can knock the other bombs back at her if you line everything up right. She will start dropping bombs, but you can knock her out of that attack. And yeah, as you can see, you've got a few tactics to deal with her. Line up your strategies, get it right. And there you go. There are always little quick tricks to take on the fights a bit faster. Oh, we actually get a multi-moon out of that. And there we go, another grand picture of shirtless Mario. Wraps things up quite nicely, doesn't it? Showdown on the inverted pyramid. And we have returned to the Odyssey, and all of a sudden it's night. The pyramid is taking off. What is happening? The hole in the desert. That Brugel slowed us down a bit, but we're still racking up power moons. How odd the inverted pyramid is floating? It's gotten so much colder. Is this more of that Bowser's doing? I say, he does make trouble, doesn't he? Well, we will wrap things up for now, and then we'll continue on with everything in Toast Arena in the next one. Thank you very much for joining me. Till next time, this is Red 2, returning to base. The cover's come off again. How did I fail and succeed? I thought I was going to have to start the whole thing again.
No! Not into the pit! It burns!